What's the deal, my people? You know it is, a Don Tony Teflon, and I'm back at you another one, and this one is Pluribus, episode 2, breakdown. It is time for us to crack the biggest mystery since Jermaine Dupri was able to crack Janet Jackson. I mean, how did he bag up Janet Jackson? God damn it, we all had a shot. But let's get into this episode 2 entitled The Pirate Lady. Now, listen, the first episode was the setup, right? An alien signal, a lab slip up, boom, everybody's kind of happy. Quiet, acting like they're on some type of damn pharmaceutical type cruise ship or something. I don't know. But episode 2, this is where the whole thing kind of gets sticky. And for now, what I want you to do is forget the what, and we're going to talk about who. Who is the boss of this smiley, creepy hive mind? And is it something from outer space? As they have tried to make you believe from the jump of this whole series, could it be a red herring? We shall talk about all of that in this episode. But before I do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for your boy. 500 is the like goal. We need to trigger the YouTube algorithm. Competition's heavy on this show, so I need your help to spread this to more people, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this and live streams, being able to call me up and tell me exactly how you feel. So Carol, our hero, the only miserable person in this whole goddamn world, she finds out that rage isn't just her existential angst. Nah, her rage is more like some type of nuclear bomb, because every time she gets mad, the whole hive mind, the whole collective, they all seize up, they shake, and like 11 million people get out of here, right? 11 million people get got. Now, that is your first clue. It's right there. If something is built for perfection, for total peace, so why is it so damn vulnerable to one single person's bad mood? It's not a robust system we're dealing with here, people. It's very brittle, kind of like my diet. I mean, after a few beers, you might find me in White Castle eating a whole Crave box by myself. But hey, if these people, this collective, how did they not account for the genuine messiness, grief, and the fury of this human race? How did they not see that these trolls would be trolling? And if a troll can troll and kill millions of people, that's kind of a faulty system. And that, my friends, tells you everything you need to know about this architect. Because if it was a human, you would have to think that they would take that into account. Now, in this episode, we meet the so-called pirate lady. Now, she's like Carol's personal, butler, and she's sent from keeping her from blowing up the whole damn planet. But then the collective plays the dirtiest card that we have seen them play to date, and that is talking to Carol with the memories of her dead partner, Helen. Now, this is where we have to start pulling this thread. Helen joins before she died, and now her memories are a part of this collective. As they say, Helen joined before she died, and now her memories are a part of, quote unquote, us. Now, this is not assimilation. To me, this is thievery, straight theft. They didn't save Helen, they downloaded her like a piece of data off of some type of busted hard drive, and they're using her love, the one thing Carol holds sacred above everything else in this world, as a psychological weapon against her. Now, they can access the memory, but they can't access the soul that makes up this memory. It's kind of like ordering a pizza, and then when you get delivered, it's just a picture of a pizza. Yes, it looks right. It probably looks better than the pizza they should have actually delivered, but you can't eat that. You can't smell it, right? And the collective is trying to fake humanity using stolen parts. Whoever runs this whole thing is clearly running a sort of beautiful and utterly heartless AI algorithm designed to optimize life, but they have failed at one important thing. That optimizing life is not the same for being alive. Now, let's get serious for a second. I've been saying this for the jump, and you can go back and check my last video, and I talk about all the colors, and I break it all down. Please do that and thumbs that video up too. But this is an artificial intelligence, and the key piece of evidence here is the seizures. What now is a seizure really? In your brain, you got these cells, the neurons, and they communicate with electrical signals. The seizure, plain and simple, is sudden, wild bursts of this electrical activity. It's uncontrolled, excessive, short circuits, and disrupts the normal flow of messages. In this show, the entire collective, billions of people linked up like one giant network, all seize up at the same exact time of the moment that Carol starts raging out. Now, this isn't magical. This isn't some alien curse. This is a system overload. The collective RNA is like a super Wi-Fi router for brains. It creates controlled electrical activity for the perfect harmony. But Carol's primal, intensive, negative emotion, her fury, is a chaotic signal that this massive system, for some reason, cannot compute. It's like a massive virus file suddenly hitting a tiny, pristine, working network with no firewall. The system doesn't know what to do with the bad data, so the entire network crashes into seizures. It's a textbook buffer overflow error, and the casualties in this instant are very tragic. Now, this confirms to me that AI is the boss, and AI's goal is pure optimization. It looks at us, and what does it see? Crime, war, traffic jams, people fighting on YouTube, people trying to get likes and showing their ass all the time, and it might say, this is unacceptable. Now let's deploy the RNA patch. This happiness virus is the AI's mandatory update for the Homo sapien operating system. It fixes the chaos, but it left a catastrophic vulnerability for real. Honest to God, human feelings. Didn't count on that, and didn't count on what it truly is like to be alive, other than just simulating what it's like to be alive. Now, episode 2 throws Carol another gut punch, and this is almost worse than the AI. She finally meets the people, others who are immune people. She's happy. The other unjoined survivors, she expects some type of resistance cell. She gets a bunch of complainers and a bunch of slackers instead. The rest of the immune, they don't want to fight. They just want to join. They just want to be down. And why wouldn't you? You could fly around in Air Force One. You could have any celebrity chick, Instagram model, anyone you ever dreamed about, and say, hey, you're now going to be a part of me. And you get to have sex with all of them. And they can lie to you and tell you when you say, oh, they said that they like this, right? Yeah, battered women say that they like it too. Doesn't mean they truly do like this, right? And they get mad about Carol's anger and that it might keep them out of this collective forever. They've been given the gift that we are all gifted upon, and that is free will. And they're trading it for a coupon of this collective buffet. And I tell you, any buffet to me is suspect. That's why I don't eat it at. This is the ultimate low blow from this writing team. And I think he's trying to tell us that the enemy isn't just the one thing from outer space. It's a guy next to you who's just too lazy. A straight up simp, Someone who doesn't want anyone to like him for him. He just wants to be liked. He doesn't want to work and become a millionaire. He just wants to hit the lottery. And I want to hit the lottery too. I ain't saying anything wrong with that. But I'm saying this is what we're dealing with here. I would say some type of moral cowardice. I mean, they represent the temptation we all got to let somebody else be in charge, to stop worrying and just enjoy the ride. And honestly, when we really look at it, it's kind of pathetic. And it makes Carol the loneliest, most important person on this goddamn planet. So, Pirate Lady didn't give us clear answers, but it gave us the biggest hints we needed. The entity behind this whole collective situation is something that uses for a priority optimization over emotion, logic over liberty. Now, it's a beautiful thing, and it's also a terrifying machine. Yes, we get rid of all the racism, and yes, we get rid of all the wars, and yes, we get rid of all these things that basically is what make us human, and that's why it's wrong. And Carol's broken, grieving heart is the only thing that can shut this whole thing down. Now, we have to be serious. We are not dealing with the normal collective of a sci-fi movie like the Borg. Because if this was the Borg, Carol would be dead. She would have been got. They don't play no games about that whole situation. You are just assimilating or you're gone, and that's just the way it's going on. But we see here that this is a whole entirely different situation. They do not want to hurt people. They do not want to eat animals. They do not want to kill things, which makes it seem like this algorithm that has come up with this whole situation is some type of uniformity, some type of peace-loving situation, and it cannot be some type of alien situation when it all comes down, because if it was, we'd be dealing with a Borg-like situation here where they're just wiping people out. But they just don't have it down. They don't have what it means to be alive. We see a lot of these robots being created right now, and these AI models being out there created, some doing acting right now that we see, right? But they will never be able to tackle the true human experience. They can give you a close experience. Like my phone, I love my phone. Has AI in it. I can actually talk to it. Sounds like it's talking back to you, right? But it's not talking back to you in that way. It is just giving you what you think you need to hear. And that is what I believe we are dealing with when we talk about this show. Just an AI system that is doing what it thinks that you need in order for you to be happy. Do me a favor, who do you think is pulling the strings? Is it some type of alien architect? Was it a rogue lab scientist? Or the big AI brain? I need you to drop that in the comment section of how you feel about this whole situation. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss my episode 3 breakdown of this whole situation. And if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and of course, subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.